Hey everyone, okay, welcome back. We're back. I took my little break there, run some errands, and we're gonna get back in here on our last save point. Alright, here we are. It's nighttime, and we were in the midst of working on this gathering hut. They are currently building it. More villagers. Let's click on this one villager and see who exactly that is. Can we... Oh, I'm trying to click on her. She keeps moving around. Oh, say, I can't seem to click on her while she's working. She becomes a part of the construct itself. I think I have to wait until she gets off the platform. Then I can click on that character avatar to get a better look of what she's doing. I just want to get her name, really. Just for roleplay purposes, for the fun of it. Oh, see, I can click on these guys over here. There's Eerie. That's Jartny. Put this on one more speed higher. Now I got 2 workers. Work a little bit quicker here. Boom, 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 boom. We have 6 workers total that are allowed to work on any construct in our tribe. But for now, we've got some late night workers. Just 2 of them. 2 who are willing to stay up anyway. Got all these people out at night. Got some people sleeping. Got the snooze icons in their huts. Some people are sleeping, and others are just up and about doing stuff. Half of them seem to be working. Ah, there we are. Put the speed down a little bit there, and can I move my... There we go. Okay, so the gathering hut workers auto-assign. We're going to assign some gatherers. And I think with this one, luck is what matters. If they're lucky, then they're lucky to find certain herbs or fruits, I guess. Fruits and veggies. So we're going to look for someone with a high luck score. Here's one. And this person, she is also fast. Her name's Gaida. She's got a 1.9 luck factor and a 1.4 in speed. So speed is always good, getting out there into the fields, you know, running around. So we'll choose her. Oh, that's cool. I just noticed this right now. Off to the side, before you select a person that you're thinking about working, it tells you how far away they currently are from the hut before you put them in there. She's 54 meters away. Well, game meters. Okay, so we'll choose her, and then let's get one more. I wonder if intelligence has any factor on gathering. You know, probably not. Probably not. A 1.1 luck factor. Well, they all seem to be kind of not too much over 1 point. Maybe let's go with this overall person. At the very bottom here, she is Sibi. She's got 1s across the board. So we'll choose... Oh, I thought it was a woman. It's a man. Okay, so we've got 2 workers in the gathering hut. And they went to bed. I don't think any gatherers... Oh, there are still people awake. Holy smokes. Some people, it's like they just don't sleep. Get that, huh? I thought this person was maybe going to come to the gathering hut because this fellow looks like the person I selected. The same shirt, anyway. Same color. Okay. Oh, what's that? The sun rays are coming in. That's pretty nice. Whoa, what is that huge shadow? Whoa, there's a... Whoa, do you guys see that? There's a big square in the sky moving past the sun. Whoa, do you see that? I'm trying to follow it, trying to track it. I can't look up. I would like to see what is up there. That was weird. There's a huge, massive square moving through the sky, casting a shadow down below. Are y'all thinking what I'm thinking? UFO! Haha! Land of the Vikings has UFOs in it. I swear, that was funny. That was weird. Okay, so... the gatherers aren't here. I'm going to speed this up a bit. I feel like my mouse is a little quick. Gather your first fruit. Yeah, so we just gotta wait on gathering the first fruit and the first herb. Can I slow my mouse down just a little bit? Too slow. That might be okay. I could consider making 2 gathering huts just to make this go a little quicker, because I think I've got the workforce for it. I wonder. No, this is a little too slow, the mouse. Gonna have to do it in this speed. Gatherer's hut there. Maybe we'll try to make a second one, but not in the same location as the first one, because I don't want them sharing in the resource potential, the resource yield. We could go way up here. That's like 100%. Might as well. Maybe kind of get a little closer to the village so we don't have to walk so far. Oh, I can't. There's a tree in the way. Right there? Yeah, let's do it. Boom! Oh yeah. I'm trying to build the road here. Yes. Get a bit more of a road network up there. Help them out. That would cost me 3 silver. Try to get this objective complete a little quicker. Oh, we got a pop-up event. A grave filled with silver was found. While digging for construction, the villagers noticed that something hit the shovel. When they looked carefully, they realized that it was a grave full of silver. It would be best to leave the dead as it is, so as not to incur the wrath of the gods. Okay, I've got 3 options here. Don't touch the grave and cancel the construction. The one I just did. Gathering hut. We won't touch the grave, but keep the building. Take all the silver in the grave and continue construction. Take all the silver, huh? I have a lot of silver, I think, for now. I got enough for what I need, I believe. Got like 211 silver. I'm not that greedy. I don't like to disturb the dead. It's never a good thing, I don't think. So I'll choose the other 2 options. We won't touch the grave, but keep our construct. Don't touch the grave and cancel the construction. I mean, is it essential that I have it right there in that location? I could probably move it a little bit somewhere else, right? To be extra nice. I could do that. I think I could, don't touch the grave and cancel the construction. Let's do that. So finishing construction is now abolished, is what it's saying. Oh, busted. It's gone. It's okay though, guys. That's okay. I'll just make another one. Somewhere else. Just off to the side a bit, I'm sure. Let's just do one right next to the wood gathering post. I mean, it's not that far. But it's looking like it's just one person who's buried, so I'm pretty sure if I just move it to the side a little bit, it should be fine. There's probably some kind of ramifications, you know, in the game if you choose to dig up the burial site and steal the silver. Or take the middle ground one, which is, you know, build on top of it. It's like a half disrespect. It's probably some kind of ramifications or a chance of something bad happening to you as the player character. But I went the safe route. I 100% respectful, so I shouldn't have any issues there. Had to make myself some bold coffee there. Bold coffee for a bold game. Okay, let's check this first gathering hut and see if... Oh, no resources? They have not collected any resources. Oh, unless they have collected resources, but it could be that the market person has come over here and scooped them up and taken them back to the market. So let's look at the market over here. Nope, nothing in the market. Ah, unless it did in fact move to the market, but the residents may have came to the market and purchased some of the food and brought it to their houses. Let's look at the houses. We do have some meat in the house. More meat, but I think meat is something that they can slightly find on their own to a certain degree. But there is no fruit. I don't know, maybe they haven't gathered any of the fruits and herbs yet. I noticed that my food has climbed a little bit up here. The total number of stored food. Oh, we've completed that objective. The food? So the food... I think that the villagers might be able to hunt their own game a little bit. Like they're not good at it because it's not their profession. But I think they can kind of go out there and they hunt for a little bit of food. I don't know if it's enough to totally sustain them, but it helps out a little bit. At some point in this game, you've got to build actual hunters that go out and professionally hunt and bring back some decent quality food for the markets, and then the residents can purchase that and eat it and sustain themselves a lot better. But I think so. I think they're only limited to maybe the villagers who are not professional hunters are limited to hunting just meat. I don't know. I don't think they can get vegetables or herbs or anything like that. You have to get the gathering post for that. Anyway, we've got a event here. The challenges of winter. Surviving and feeding the villagers becomes more difficult during winter. When it snows, gatherers cannot collect fruit, and the fields freeze. Therefore, before winter arrives, you should also focus on hunting and fishing areas. At the same time, in order to keep the villagers warm during the winter, they need to bring firewood to their homes. To obtain firewood, you should build a woodshed. Objective started. Heal the villagers. Okay. Oh, now they have gotten some veggies, fruits, and herbs. They are finding them in the first hut. And the second one is actually still being built. I completed that objective faster than I thought I would. It's okay, it's always good to have more gathering posts, right, for foods. So, the objective panel is not present, so we're going to have to pop it up. Objectives, we'll click on that, there it is. Heal the villagers. So build a herbalist hut, and then assign an herbalist. Just look in here, and I think the herbalist hut, we're probably going to look for... Oh, it's right there in the life tab. Herbalist hut. To build this, it's going to cost me 10 silver, so some money this time. 10 silver, the pre-materials are 5 logs and 25 stones or rocks. And then the second phase of materials are an additional 6 logs and 48 planks. 48 wood planks. Okay. Hold down the Z key button to rotate. Okay. So let's see where we should maybe put this. I could put it right next to... Logistics matter in this game. You know, big time. So if I put it here, then I think they can take it right from the gathering post for the herbs and veggies. Or I could put it to the market, and they could also pick it right from the market. But that's another person who's got to, the marketer has to go and get it and bring it back. So that's an extra too few many steps for me. We'll probably just put it somewhere here. Maybe just down the road a little bit. So I'm going to face the building towards the road. Plant it right there, I think. There goes our 10 silver right away. Yeah, it's not too bad. because then they just, I think they can just, the workers who end up working in the herbalist hut can just walk down the street a little bit and grab whatever herbs they need for their resource supply, bring it back. It's quicker that way. Check out the market and see what's in here. Yeah, it's stacking. So you guys look at that. Fruits. We have 26 fruits. Woo. Nothing else though. No meats or anything like that. Just fruits. Everybody's going to be vegging out. Fruits and veggies. Okay, so I want to take a look while that's building. Apparently, I can do some other things here. So in decorations, you will find the decorations tab. You'll find a whole bunch of things the paraphernalia you can kind of build in your tribe or around your tribe. All sorts of stuff. Take a look here. Got boxes, buckets, flagpoles, shields, sort of like defensive walls, really. Look at all this stuff. Wooden carts, trolley carts, scarecrow, wooden sign, trophy emblems, signs. Just so much stuff here. And it all costs silver, basically. So all the decorations in the game, you don't build it with resources. It's just straight up silver. So I found something here. It's called the Bone Relic. The full grade. It makes the village look richer. Its installation next to the houses provides happiness. Makes it easier for villagers to find directions, increases their walking speed. Pretty cool. This is costing 5 silver, so I'll select that. So if you put them next to houses, it'll show you the diameter of the house, the area of influence, which is pretty cool. And I'm going to hold the Z button down to kind of rotate this thing. So as long as you kind of get any part of the construct established within the diameter or the radius of the house, or the influencing item, then it'll be met. It'll be fine. So I think I'm going to put 2 here. It's going to cost me 10 silver. Push 1 here, boom, and then another one here. Kind of make a bit of a hall. Pretty cool. It's made out of bone, whalebone, it seems. And yeah. I think the villagers, their speed will increase by 5% while they're walking through those 2 placements. And it counts as 2 placements, so 1, 2. It's just kind of I think it's squared off. So graphically it doesn't look quite squared off, but it is squared off, and the villagers while walking through those sort of grounded squares will be 5% faster. It's really hard to tell when you're just looking at them, though, the 5% increase. It looks like they're walking the same speed to me, but there's probably a little bit of an increase. And I think if I were to make a line, or a whole path full of these, I would probably notice that they're walking faster for a longer duration of time. Okay, so we put those 2 there, and these 2 are actually out of reach from the road, so I think that's good enough for now. It doesn't have to be by houses too. You can build them wherever. It's just that if there are no houses around, you're not going to get the house happiness feature. That's all, because there's no houses there. But you'll still get the speed advantage at least. And I could put some more here for speed down this road. I won't yet though, because I don't want to spend the silver until I really feel like it'll greatly benefit me. Yeah, we got some other things here too. Let me get back to the carts. So you have these carts, and they're pretty cool. Basically, if you place these carts down beside any sort of storage holding facility, any sort of facility that holds a capacity for storage. This could be the gathering huts, the gathering posts, the market here itself. If you place them within the diameter, then basically it helps to increase the storage capacity of that main construct, which is pretty cool. I'm not going to do this right now. I will probably do it later. But see if we hover over here, it's going to cost me 30 silver. It says increases the storage space of some buildings, makes it easier for villagers to find directions, and increases their walking speed. Oh, pretty cool. So within that area, they'll walk a little bit faster. I think it's I think it's 5% for every one speed increasing item that you lay down within like an influence area. I think it increases the villagers by 5%. I could be wrong about that. Might be lower than that. It could be like 2% or 3%. But I feel it's 5%. And I thought I read that somewhere. I can't remember where. I thought I read that it's a 5% increase. Yeah, so we have those carts, and there's also other things like boxes and buckets and barrels. All these things can help contribute to cargo storage as well, so long you have the space in that within that diameter. We also have torches for decorations. We have bridges. We have fences. We have fire pits, illuminating the surrounding area for like nighttime. These are all pretty cool. So I'll probably place a few of these around. We have the grand torch and we have the pillar torch, which is 1 silver more expensive, and well, I think it illuminates a little bit stronger. I'd like to take 2 of these and put them right by the main longhouse hut. Do a little decor here. I'm gonna place 1 there. That cost me 5 silver. But I'm put another 1 there. Another 5 silver. So it'll help kind of light up the way for our villagers to get to and find our longhouse. I'm going to go to the grand torches. They're a little bit cheaper. The grand torches, I'm going to put 1 of these by every house, so that everybody can basically see their house and navigate towards their house if they need to. 1 there. 1 there. I've got 1 more house over here. Boom. All those cost me 4 silver each. And I wonder if people go to the market at nighttime or in the evening. I think they do. So I'm going to rotate the camera here. And I can probably put 1 here. I'll put the big torch here, so people can kind of see where the market is. Or when it's the evening time, I think it does get pretty dark out in the evening, and villagers like to see, and they're not sleeping. Some of them are still working during that time, or they're running errands, or they're doing recreational stuff. But I think they like to sort of see the village a little bit when they're having that kind of sort of rec time. Okay, the herbalist hut, we're going to take a look at this again, and looks like all the stone has been dropped off, and they're just looking for logs. No logs have been dropped off, so I have to take a quick look. Do I have logs? Oops. My error. We don't have anybody working logs. So let's highlight some more logs here. Oh, and I forgot to put workers in my second hut. My gathering hut there. My mistake. Okay, we'll highlight some of those trees. Look at this, guys, how I forgot. Stupid. And 1 more. Let's go with Gata. Haldenstotter. I can't believe I forgot that. Okay, so now we got people working the fruits and veggies and herbals now. And the wood choppers are at work. Their population is 21. It hasn't increased, so that means there are no births yet. No one is making babies yet. You can hear them working away, huh? Let's get in there. Look at them chopping away. I just like watching them sometimes. Like I say, this is a very relaxed, sort of easygoing game for the most part. I mean, certainly when things really start expanding, it might become more stressful and not so easygoing. Oh, that tree almost fell on him. Woo! The trees are falling. There they go. So since this is kind of the closest storage center, and there's some room in it, the longhouse, they just dump those logs right there into the loghouse, instead of walking over here, which is actually pretty close. You got some guys walking over here and then dumping in the log storage. Isn't that cool? The logistics. So these guys chopping the trees out here, they're like, oh, okay, this log storage is slightly closer than anywhere else, the log house, so they go there, they drop them off, whereas over here, they're chopping trees down, and instead of walking the few extra steps, really, to the log storage, they dumped it off into the side log house here instead. And it's really cool because the log house is actually one construct, one structure, but there are two storage sides to it. This side, they dump the storages right into the left side, and there's also the right side, so they can dump storage here. Actually, that's pretty packed, but it's pretty cool because they're going to the closest side of the structure. They're coming in, dumping it into the left side. See, he just dropped it off. Pretty cool. It's one item, but they pick a side of that one item. So I noticed that, you know, I just happened to kind of catch that, and I thought that was pretty funny. Pretty nifty. Very efficient. Alright. Look how fast they cut down those trees, though, huh? Okay, let's take a look at the herbalist hut. We're getting there. We're getting there. It's a second phase building, and the logs are in. The wood planks are being put in. We've got our guy here still cutting planks. The two of them, actually. Hard at work. Everybody's hard at work. Everybody's doing their part. We'll just watch this. It's getting pretty close to completion now. Okay, we're in construction mode. The second phase is over, now it's construction mode. It's so cool how they just built this, putting it all together. Look back at the decorations again. While we're waiting, I'm just going to kind of peek through the decorations so you all can see what sort of cool things they have here again. Oh, those two workers were actually pretty quick. Maybe because they're skilling up, I don't know. Wow, look at this. Okay, reduce the speed back to normal. I've been on the number 1 speed, or the number 2 speed that entire time. Herbalist hut. This is where sick villagers come to be healed. It allows for 1 worker to work here, and the resources that it takes are the herbs. So I think this is like a doctor, you know, a clinician. So probably intelligence matters here. So we're going to try to pick someone with a high intelligence. Maybe the highest. 2.2. So this Jarni is very intelligent. She is now working in the herbalist hut. Supply. Resources are collected from each building. Oh, this is cool. So you can tell the worker where to grab the resources that he or she needs to operate. And if you collect, or if you leave it on these all selection, then she will go wherever to find the resources that she needs. I think she will go to the closest facility first to collect the resources that she needs. Or if you don't want her going just anywhere, you can click on only selected tabs, and I think we can just... we can do that. Only selected tab. It seems like it'll only allow her to go to certain buildings. But I can't seem to... there's no options here. It says only selected. but I can't seem to... There's no options. Now that could... I wonder if that's because she's not technically working yet, because it's nighttime and she's sleeping. But I would assume or think that there should be buildings lined up here, like a bit of a list, and you select which ones, or which one she would take the resources from. We could check on that later, come back, and if I can remember, and try to figure that one out. Hopefully it's something that has been instilled in the game, because this game has just been launched, so perhaps something was forgotten. Oh, look at that. That's so... He just came in and out of his house. The door actually opened and closed. Pretty cool. Some of these games, you know, the NPC will walk up to the house and just kind of vanish. Like, okay, he went to the house. He vanishes or he just disappears. This one, they actually walk into the house physically, open the door, shut it. I like that. Okay, so we do have new objectives here. Resource management. Build a warehouse. Okay, we've got to build a warehouse. Where's the storage section here? Storage. Yep, we've got the warehouse. It is the place where products such as leather, wool, and clothes are stored. It is absolutely essential in every village. There's the pre-materials there, and we got the secondary materials. Okay. So let's place this one maybe right next to the plank building shop. I don't want to put this too close to the market though, because I want to designate kind of an area around the market just for more huts and houses. Okay, it looks like we can place it here. That cost me 1 silver just to lay down, and then they'll get a go on working. So we're still allowing up to 6 builders. And let me just try to get a quick sense of how many people are actually working in other facilities, because we may have to start reducing how many builders we're allowed to have to free up job slots for other facilities. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6 people who are working in various facilities, and then there are those who are, you know, responsible for wood chopping and stone, you know, carving, or stone smashing. And we need to, I think they're done that. So we have enough workers still, but we do need to get more people on the stones, I think. Let's see where we can go here. Over this side, we have a stone area. Stone quarry, maybe over here. A little bit of walking, but I could build another one. Let me just blink out of that for a second, and let's look at the storage. Stone storage is still full. Do we need to make one right now? Do we need workers? Probably not. I'll keep my eye on it, though. I might relocate. So you know what? I think when the stone storage depletes, I'll wait till all the rock depletes, and then I will build another stone storage a little closer to these other quarry mines over here, and then get them going, getting them working again. I might even build a road out there. See, the stone mines are a finite resource, so it makes sense to probably rip down the old stone storages and rebuild closer. Whereas the wood and logs, we can actually just keep those up. The log storages can kind of remain because the trees do grow back. It takes a while, but they do grow back. Okay. Yeah, I could use more logs for sure. Where can we chop more trees? This has all been worked. Where else? I'm just kind of looking around. This whole area was for the plank board creators. This area here we could probably take advantage of. It's a little bit of walking, but it's okay. We'll have them cut down all these trees off to the side. Get a little bit more logs going on. We have a lot of plank board still, but we actually ran out of logs. We have no more logs. Okay, the warehouse is still being worked on. Look at these houses. Family, poorhouse. They've got... let's look at the children here. "27 years old." See, these children are becoming more like adults living here. 24 years old. Yeah, look at that. They're pretty much over... They're adults, you know. They're still living in their mama and dada's house. And I think... Because I played this previously, yesterday or the day before. It's good to get the children, who are now adolescents, adults, into their own homes. Because when you move them into their own private homes, that's when they can start working on mingling with others of the opposite, you know, gender and having babies. The private space to basically create offspring. When they're living in their parents' house, I don't think they can create offspring, and they don't get technically married to anybody else. So they don't tell you this in the early of the tutorial. It's something you kind of, the player has to almost figure out on their own. But yeah, the little tip there. So what we will do while we're waiting for the storage warehouse to be made is we will actually build some houses. The life section, we have poorhouse, poorhouse, poorhouse. The good homes are locked out right now. There are 3 different levels of poorhouse, and one level is slightly better than the other one, mostly when it comes to heating. We'll do the big ones here, the best ones we can build. A structure that can accommodate a single family. It is quite robust and protected. Okay, protection robust. I think it has better heating systems for winter. It takes a little bit more to build, though, for sure. We'll click on that one, and I'll try to make 3 of these, if I can, to accommodate the 3 families whose children need to get out on their own. These houses will take a while to build, though, because they are robust. Okay, 1. Costed 1 silver to lay down. 2. Kind of put 1 here. 3. So I did say 3, and now I'm just trying to look at this. Does 3 make sense, or should I do more? Because each family has 4 children. And it looks like... So the families will you know, they will reach out to other families for marriage and marry someone from a different family. Basically, that's how it goes. There's 3 different families for them all to choose from. So one family can choose from 2 different families, you know, to marry off their kids to. And each household has 4 children. There are 2 genders, pretty much in each house. Every house I'm looking at, it looks like they have 2 sons and 2 daughters, oddly, coincidentally. Yeah, 2 daughters, and so that's nicely balanced for the start of the game. Basically, every child will certainly find a mate. Will probably find a mate, because there's 1 out there. Yeah, so 1 family. We're gonna actually need 6 houses. We need 6 houses, not 3 houses. We need 6 new houses, 6 new homes to outfit every child and whoever their spouse is going to be. Pretty sure my math is right on that one. So we actually have to build more of these. Oh, good grief. Place 1 here. Another one here. And our last one will kind of squeeze up here, I think. Some nice homes. The next generation, they got some half-decent homes. Certainly better than their parents. Okay. Now, all these homes, they're going to take a long time to build, especially since we had these other objective houses to build first. Actually, I'm going to put that on priority. See this? That's the priority tab I just blanked on. So this will be the priority build, and all the homes will be the secondary build. I mean, they're important to get these up and running, but they're not extremely important yet. For now, the objective of the game, and for the sake of this sort of tutorial, we'll put that as the priority. And I think we're going to put a little bit of a road down here. There we go. First stage is almost complete on the warehouse. We'll speed this up a little bit. Speed the game up a little bit here. Look at these guys hauling the rocks. Look at them go. Woo. There's a person here who's... Is that berries? Someone... Blueberries. Somebody's brought blueberries right to their house. That's cool. So they bypass the market. That's odd. So I thought that the village had to go to the market first to purchase from the market and then bring it to their homes. But I just saw that person come from this direction. So that means they took their fruits directly from the gathering hut. Huh. I wonder why that happened. I wonder if the villagers are allowed to purchase from the gathering hut straight up. They don't necessarily have to go to the market. I think maybe you have to at least have a market somewhere, you know, to start the the sort of economical system. Yeah, that person went right into their house. Right? There's an option in the game that I don't know about yet where you can allow residents to walk straight to the harvesting centers to get their goods if it's closer than the market. Is there an option for that? Like an option to click that on and off, where you basically get to force the NPCs to go to the market or allow them to kind of go anywhere? I didn't see anything like that earlier. Be in the management section, I guess. Manage resources, manage jobs, ships and buildings, manage the resources. Let's look at this panel here. This kind of just gives us a quick glance at what we have in stock. Lots of planks. We have the maximum planks allowed, well, that we have allowed, which is 100. Yeah. So all we have for resources in the community are a bunch of planks. We've got 8 herbs. And we've got a lot of food. We got 57 fruits. Oh, we've got stone. Oh, I thought we had like 100 stone. Are we running out of stone? Let's take a look over here. The warehouse has been built. Okay, hold on. Let's put it on the slightly lower speed. Where's the... Oh, wow. Yeah, we ran out of stone because of all the building. It's almost empty. Okay, before we look at that warehouse again, let's get another stone storage going. I'll place this one right between the two. See, there's a quarry up here. There's a quarry down here. We'll place it kind of right in between, a little bit close to the town. I'm going to want to do a road. I'll build a road from here all the way over there. So let's place it, say, right here. Yes. See this right here? In the tutorial, it keeps reminding you the same things over and over again. Not sure why. should be where, after you read it the first time, you know, you can click, yes, I've read it, please don't show me this menu, this pop-up again, type of thing. But for now, this game doesn't have that. They just kind of keep popping up and you have to reread it again and shut it off. Okay, so let's make the road up here. And where you place road, trees will not be able to regrow on the road. Should I do one there? No, I won't. Just what we need. Just enough to kind of get our villages up there and kind of working a little bit quicker. A little bit of path speed here. Okay, I'm going to prioritize that because if we don't have any rock, we can't build anything else, so we'll prioritize that for sure. And this one down here, the stone storage, we don't really need that anymore. It's kind of useless being here, so we'll demolish that, rip it down, make us some more room for future builds. Stone storage, are you sure you want to demolish the specified building? Yes, demolish. Okay, I was hoping a little bit of resources would come out of that. Oh, I think it did. One log. No, I don't know, actually. That's being collected somewhere. Yeah, sometimes I was thinking, if you rip something down, you can salvage a little bit of the resources, but it doesn't look like that's the case here in this game. Okay, so we're going to get to our storage warehouse in a moment, but look at how they're building the poorhouses already. That's pretty cool. Okay, so warehouse. We're allowed up to 3 workers in the warehouse. Work. Oh yeah, and the best talents necessary, it says speed. So the warehouse is best to employ people who are fast. Let's see. I found one person here. Ulf. He's pretty quick. Let's put Ulf in there. Who else is pretty quick? Everyone's pretty standard or less than standard. But maybe Tora. She's got 0.1 quicker than the norm. Okay. And I'm actually not going to put a third person in there. I just want 2. Because I think we don't need that many workers in there right now. So 2 is probably enough for our community. And I want to free up others to do other things, you know, other jobs, primarily cutting stone and trees down. Okay, so the stone storage is built. Now we're going to tell them to work on these 2 ore mines, or quarries. Some people say quarries, I say quarries, some people say quarries. The quarries. Either or, quarry, quarry. Should probably say quarry, right? Because I'm Canadian, so we Canadians tend to say quarry. I want to check the herbalist. She's still there. She's got no resources present. But we definitely do have herbs. So I wonder if she only collects the herbs if she actually needs them. So if somebody's sick, does she go and collect the herb only at that point because she needs it? You know, if there's nobody sick, maybe she doesn't need the herb, and therefore it's not collected because the herbs can be put elsewhere that is more important. Now, do they eat the herbs? I know they eat the fruits and the veggies, but the herbs, I wonder if the villagers actually eat those, or if they're specifically just meant for medicinal, you know, needs. I'm not sure yet in this game. Not entirely sure. Medicinal for sure, but can they eat it too? I don't know. Don't know. Let's take a look at the. Yeah, we're doing very well for fruits, for food. One type of food anyway. And I want to look at the huts in the houses to see if people are still. Do they still have meat? No. Ah, no meat. In all these households, they are just purchasing the fruits and veggies. That's it. So that means, now I'm starting to wonder, I might take back what I said earlier. it was only a theory. You know, do the villagers go and hunt their own food? You know, not to the degree of professional hunting, but can they hunt for their own food to some degree? Maybe it's a no. Maybe they actually don't do that. Maybe in the start of this game, the very start of the game, every household gets a certain amount of food, just kind of send you on your way a little bit before you start, you know, really producing your own food as a community. So maybe they're on their last legs in eating their last remnants of meat, and that supply is completely run out, and now they're just purely focusing on eating the fruits and veggies. Oh, I just noticed here too, in the longhouse, if you click on the longhouse, you can prioritize one of the two, or both of the two main jobs, cutting trees and stone mining. You can set the work priority to low, medium, or high. That's pretty cool. That I did not notice earlier. Can get a quick synopsis on how many families and people are in your village as well. That's pretty cool. 3 families. Total families. You can also do the same thing down here, down below in the management section. You can look at your, management? No, villagers. Yeah, here's the villagers tab. You can get a sense of all that too, in more detail actually down there. Also the longhouse. It says festival. You need 100 silver, 21 beer, and 10 food to start a festival event. That's cool. I've never done that before, but worth noting. I might actually take one of these workers off. I'm going to look at these objectives in just a moment. Oh, I got to get out of this tab. Yeah, so, okay, we're almost done the warehouse objective. We just have to expand it with decorations. But I'm noticing here, oh yeah, so someone is working. There isn't much to bring here because we're not really creating all these other resources in the game right now. But the herbs are there, so they're taking herbs and putting the herbs in the warehouse. Do I need 2 people for that? No, I don't think I do. So I'm going to take one off to free up so she can go work somewhere else. I'll just have one guy right now. The resources in the warehouse, there's a limit, so I can have up to 200 items before I go into overcapacity. Right now I'm at 11 herbs. So to complete the objective, I have to expand on that. So this part's going to be cool. I can actually show you guys now the decorations. We go into the decorations tab, the build menu, and let's look for barrels. So 3 barrels. Increases the storage space of some buildings. It'll cost me 2 silver to lay down one of these. I'll probably put them right in between these 2 structures here. 1, so that's 2 silver. Let's do another 2 silver. Oh, and we've laid down enough to complete that objective. Well, we got more objectives coming. Wow. Okay. Woo! Okay, let's click on the warehouse again, and you'll notice that the capacity is now increased. It said 200 as the limit, now it's 213. So placing those 2 barrel items has given us an additional 13 storage capacity. Pretty cool. Okay, so objectives. Deer hunting time. Build a hunting lodge. Now we get to work on our getting some meat in. So it's probably in the food area. Yep, hunting lodge. Okay, look at that. That's quite a circumference. This area looks decent, I think, to hunt. Pretty close to everything, pretty close to our community, so where we place the hunter's hut, trees will not be able to grow there once again. It's okay though, it's just a small area. Probably place it over here actually a little bit more. Let's do that. And do we want a road out here? That's the question. Do we want a road out to the hunter's hut? It could allow our hunters to get there quicker. They hunt in the region, but it will take away more of our tree space. And I kind of like this area for tree regrowth because I have the lodge right there. So in this case, I feel like I don't want to put any roads down. I don't want to network that out. For now, I'll let that be. a look at our ore. Okay, we don't have very much ore at all. It is certainly being worked, but the reason why we don't have very much ore is because it's all being used up in the construction down here. Look at these houses. They're coming along. They're starting to come along. Oh, we have something going on here. There's a little tab here. Homeless people. Oh, look at that. We have a little red flag or warning here. It's telling us we have homeless people. Well, I'm glad we started to get a go on these homes because we need it. I think at a certain point, I guess the children need to have their own homes. Like, they want to have their own homes. How old are they now? 24 years old still? What about the others? 26, yeah. So it's like they're starting to get more rebellious when they're getting into their later 20s. They want their own homes so they can start their families, which makes sense. And until you build them their own homes, they will stay with their parents. I think the happiness level is decreasing. They probably get unhappy. They will stay there though, but they will not get married and they will not have children. So it's pretty crucial at a certain point to get those homes up and running. Let's click on one of the ones that were built. This poor house. So the family has one of the families have immediately moved in and married. Jorn and Thora. Let's click on Jorn. He's a 20-year-old. Oh, look at these. He's got some character stats here. Specific traits, I should say. Traits. He's a genius. Look at that. And also he's a dwarf. So his movement is slower and he's not as strong. Not as strong. You know, that surprises me because, well, the fantasy version of dwarves, they're quite mighty. They're actually pretty strong. Strong and stout. But in this game, they put him as kind of weaker on the muscular level. Let's look at his wife. She's charismatic. Oh, the luck score went right up there. She's also got the crippled. Oh. Well, that's maybe why they're both of common interest there. I shouldn't say interest, but common physique. They're both slow-paced and weaker. She has the exact same score as her husband, 0.5 for speed and also strength. He's a dwarf and she's crippled. But they make up for it because they're pretty smart. He's intelligent. I mean, he's a genius. And she's charismatic. So, she's a very lucky person. She's currently mining for ore, and so is he. So they have the same job as well. Yeah, so that's their health stats here. They have no children yet. In time, you will see children start to pop up, you know, as babies. And babies and small children stay in the huts all the time. You don't see them walking around outside or anything until they hit a certain age. I believe it's 16 years old when you start seeing them become a part of like the workforce. It might be 18 years old, I can't remember. And I think it's at 18 when they turn 18. I could be wrong about this. It could be 16. I think 18 is when they can actually get married and start having children, so long you put them in their own homes. Okay, we got another house finished, and immediately another family moves in. Now let's look at the previous houses to see if anyone's missing. Yeah, one person is missing. Oh, that's kind of weird. Where did... It should be 4 people. There should be 4 people that have left these houses and moved elsewhere. So now I'm a little bit confused, because we still have 21 villagers. That's weird. There's one person missing out of this household only. All the other families have everybody still there. How does that make sense? Who are these people? Where did they come from? I'm trying to look. Are they doubled up? No, they're not. Sibi and Goida. Sibi. Is that a different Sibi? It is. Okay, guys, I'm a little confused about that. We still have 21 villagers, but for some reason we have new people who's... These people are not accounted for. We have 4 individuals that were not previously here in the community. They just kind of came about and moved in. But the counter on the total villages has not changed. We're still at 21. The parents didn't move out, did they? No. They're all still there. Let's do a count. Let's do a physical count. 1, 2. Oh, one more. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Oh, you know what it is. Four people homeless. Oh. Oh, no. Wait, does that mean we had 4 people homeless from the very beginning? It's just that the game didn't caution us that, they didn't warn us about it until it became a problem. That's the reason why. We actually had 4 people who were homeless the entire time. I failed to realize that. And only when their happiness level got low enough, I think the game started to warn us, like, hey, we got some people who are upset here. They're homeless. Because that warning sign has went away now because they're no longer homeless. Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah, because those 4 homeless people, that makes the 21. So technically we actually need another 2 houses. We need 2 more houses for all the children to move into, and then to accommodate the 4 homeless that we just taken care of here. All right, let's make some of these good homes for them. Should we put them over on this side, or maybe on this side? Put one on this side. I want to leave this space open for something else. I don't know. Maybe something small can go in there later, not another home. Place 1 home here. And then we'll place 1 home on this side. I'm going to give a little bit of space, actually, for a boulevard. I think it's probably wise to keep a little bit of boulevard space so you can build some things on it. I don't want to make everything too squished, so give a little bit of room here for a boulevard. And of course, let's get some more roads down here. And also on this side. Oh, I'm trying to build and we got a pop-up event happening here. Newcomers will arrive in your village. Newcomers were seen coming towards the village. Their village was attacked by looters. Several families, including children, were able to escape. Since they could not bring any of their belongings with them, they had to leave everything behind. At the end of the day, long journey, they reached your village. They need a place to stay and food. They want to join your village. Okay, we can allow them to join or cannot join. If we say no, then fame is lost. We'll lose some fame, reputation up there. Right now we have a lot of fame, it seems. 1,224 fame. We can say yes, our fame will be increased. We'll earn some. It might cause new events also if we do that. I'll say yes, I do want more of a working community right now. So let's allow them. And, you know, my moral compass says so. It's probably a good thing to do, right? For now. So we can join. We'll allow them to come in. Oh. Okay, there we go. I want to do another road down here a bit. Okay, so... Whoa, look at these guys. Here they come. We got 7 of them. They're all going to work right away. Look at them. The new rivals. They're going right to work. All of them are going to join the quarry mining. Okay, so with that being said, we will now have more homeless people too. So we got to get pronto building on more homes. We actually can't build these homes fast enough. I'm going to have them get more stone first of all. So I'll put them all in mining right now, as they are. But then I think I'm going to start shifting more of those new arrivals into building modes so they can actually help to construct and build homes, essentially for themselves. Let's make more homes. 7 people, eh? Okay. There's 1 home there. Try to give a little space. I wonder, can we kind of, should we do that? What's over here? Is it worth making a trail down there? It might at some point, so we'll kind of leave that open a little. Another home there. It's number 2 home. How close are we to the shore? I don't want to build homes too close to the shore, because I think I might have to build other things there later, like maybe fishing wharfs or something. I've never built a fishing wharf in this game yet, or a fishery, or whatever you call them. But I'm assuming we're going to have to do that at some point. It's 3 homes. And we do need 1 more. 1 more home for literally one more person. And I love this because it's all right by the market right now. I should probably put one right here. All these homes are very tidy because they're close to the market, so everybody can just, they don't travel very far to get the product that they need. But that's just my thinking and strategy. Of course, if any of you play this game, you'll have your own strategies perhaps that you think are proper. And I should do 1 more road across here. Yeah, very cool. Let's look at the warehouse. Just collecting herbs still. Let's look at the market. Lots of food. And you'll notice that our silver is still going, it's increasing. I would say much faster than what we're spending on. And that's because we're actually making money as a community. The economy is starting to be built up. It's really, that's one thing about this game I like, is because you kind of start out almost nomadic, and money isn't really a thing yet until you get that market up. When you get the market up, then money starts to become a thing. Currency. They come here, they pay for essentially what the community gathers in resources, or works towards gathering. So yeah, they're purchasing. I wish I could come to know how much money each item is worth, like how much money these villagers are paying to get a certain item before they bring it back to their house. But yeah, they're paying, and I'm taxing that, of course. It's like a tax. I don't know what the percentage of the tax is, but it's a tax, and whatever that comes out to be, I'm getting the silver for it. I feel like I have a lot of silver right now, so I'm doing pretty good that way. 400 silver. These little red icons on some over top of them, it just means they're homeless. You can actually just hover over that icon. It tells exactly what their ailment is, what their problem is. Homeless. The happiness level has dropped by 10 points, and it says because they don't have enough homes. I don't have a house is the main reason why there's a significant drop. But that is something that will be corrected, and we can correct that. We have a tremendous amount of planks, but we've ran out of logs, so let's put some... a lot of the trees have actually grown back. It's been a while, but they've grown back. So let's get people chopping. I've also noticed that our main objective here, they're not really... We have so many things on the build that they haven't even really gotten a start on this. The hunting lodge. I think we're going to have to reallocate workers. We have 45 stone right now. You know, and that stone will go quick to these builds. We do need more workers at the same time. So let's bump the universal workers up by 2. So now we have 8 builders. And hopefully the income of ore will keep up. We have a lot of food, so if it gets really tight for workforce, I could consider taking 1 or 2 people out of the gathering huts. Something I might consider. We have 2 workers still in the carpenters. I can take one of them out. See, they're very fast. They've cut all this down already. They're currently not really working because there's no logs anyway. We have a lot of plank boards, so we don't really need this. I will take one of them out. I'll keep the best worker in there, the strongest one. Gist, he's 2.4. She's a strong 2 as well, but I'll take her out because we could use another builder or another miner. Get them go. Let's put the speed up, game speed up here a bit. The food is looking good. See up here? We've got the food. 60 food. 59. So our community looks to be doing quite well. Everybody's fed. Of course, their selection of food isn't that great. We're all a bunch of vegetarians, really, at this point. Okay. What do you have here? I'm just checking these other tabs down below. Alerts. Oh, some kind of emergency notifications in the game will show up there, I guess. These are messages. Oh, that's awesome! I didn't realize this. You just have this messages board up. Things that are happening in the community. The villager Jorn has become an adult. Another villager, Thora, has given birth. That's pretty cool. I almost want to keep this up all the time, I think. Yeah. I think when I play my own private game, I would probably leave this up as often as I can. But for the sake of this, tutorial, this walkthrough here, I will leave it down just so we can create more visual space for y'all to see what's actually going on in the game. Oh yeah, we have this thing over here too. It's called the Tree of Life. It's sort of like research, like your research tree. And the tutorial does not get into this at all for quite some time. I don't know why that is. But we're stacking up research points. I think this has to do with fame. So the more fame that we have or that we get in the game, it helps contribute to higher research points. Let's just read this here, actually. Tree of Life point. Tree points are earned by increasing fame. The fame required for the new point is 1,300. Currently you have 1,234 fame. Oh, okay. The higher the fame, you basically just keep growing in research points, and then you can spend those research points once you get them. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and just start spending some of this, though, because I have 13 points. That's the base. So over here, we've got... my camera's in the way here, but villagers work 1% faster when working the mines, when working ore. So that's pretty cool. 1% faster. It probably doesn't make that much of a difference at this point, but it's a little something, right? So let's explore that one. Oh, we have a tier 2 of it. Let's click on that. Ah, villagers work 2% faster with the ore. Let's do that one too, because we need ore right now for building. It's actually pretty important. Let's get that going. And that's where it shuts off for now at this level of the research tree. Then over here we got a secondary. This one over here says villagers are 1% happier. Okay, let's do that. Well, now we're down to 10 research points left. It allows a level 2 of that, so villagers are an additional 1% happier. That's a total of 2%. Boom. They're at 9. Then we got a whole. This is the next kind of tear level here. Transition to settled life. Now is the time to settle down. The soil must be planted and production must begin. Oh, so this is where they get into agricultural and farming. Pretty cool. I'm going to leave that now. I'm not going to learn that yet because I don't want to race ahead too far into the tutorial. If I was playing my own game, I might consider publishing that, but not for now. I think the game might have been on pause while we were in the research menu there. Let's let's prioritize the hunting lodge. We really do need to get these houses up, you know, but some of them are being built, so people are starting to get a little happier. But I do need to get the hunting hut up. Okay, looks like one of the quarries have expended, so that's gone. And they're working on this last one here, in this location. The rock is holding. The rocks are holding. We're at 40 rocks, and things are still being built. We have 8 builders. We have 8 workers right now. I noticed that we also have 1 new member to our community. It said we had 28 villagers, now we have 29. And we know where that one came from. It was that Thora. She gave birth to a baby. So we have a baby in the community now. Oh, now they're bringing the resources over to the hunting lodge, finally. It's only been like 15 minutes, right? That's the cool thing about this game that I like, though. Like, things take a while. And depending on how you prioritize things and where you have all the people working, like, some of these tasks and projects, it could take a while to get to. Or it could be, you know, on a slow course to, you know, being set up, to being actually built. It's quite realistic. It feels very realistic, and you have to really think about the logistics of this game and where your villagers are at, what they're doing, what you want them to do first, in comparison to other things that maybe are not as important. You can really toggle a lot of things around. You can toggle your villagers around. You can tell them where to go, what to do. You know, what's the priority. Look at their stats, see what they're good at. Not only their normal stats, but their traits too. Their traits can also encourage, you know, you to figure out what you want them to do, where you want them to excel in, what jobs you want to put them into. And I'm not entirely sure about this, but maybe I'm thinking that depending on what jobs they're working, and if they're working in a certain particular job for a lengthy amount of time, they will start getting better at that job. You know, the traits and attributes will start increasing in a way specific to that job. So if it's a job about speed, then the speed of that character will start to pick up over time. If it's a job that requires strength, your character might get a little stronger over time. I'm going to try to keep tabs on that, actually, and monitor, like, a worker and see if that theory holds up. Like, who do we have here? This guy over here, for instance. Ulf. Speed 1.6. He works in an industry that requires speed. So I'm going to keep an eye on him and come back to him in, like, maybe half an hour and see if he's gone up by a point something, you know? When I hired him, was he a 0.6, a 1.6, or was he a 1.5? I wonder. Can't remember. Yeah, lots of fruits and veggies. This is great. Let's get these houses up. We still got a couple homeless people, I think. A few homeless people. There's a lot of workers here on this one house right now. Being that there's so many workers in this one house, does that mean the hut has been built? Nope. We did prioritize the hut, but the hut is a priority, but it is a longer distance away, and it's hard to get to. See, they have to walk all the way through the grass and the shrubs, you know, just to kind of get this going, to get the building products there. It is faster for them just to come over to this house actually and build. So even though the priority is set on the hunting hut, there's still a lot of want to come over here and build on this anyway, on this house, because it's simply just, it's so much closer. But if we didn't have the hut prioritized, certainly there would be a huge focus on just building over here. Like, they would probably not even touch the hut at all, the hunter's hut. They would just be purely building these houses, because it's so much more convenient to build here. So that's why sometimes even when you prioritize something in this game, it can still take a while to actually get built. But it's coming along. It's coming along. The first stage is just about complete now. We just need one more log. That's it. One more log. Okay, I think I'm going to caption off this segment of the video. So, yeah, stay tuned for the next video, guys. And thanks for sitting in for now on this one.